Soy leyenda.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Eladio Nino, and this is the El Nino podcast, and welcome to Real Everyday People. So I definitely want to send a big shout out to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Took care of their business. I told them boys, don't ever put your money against Brady. He gonna get out there and take care of that business. You know what I'm saying? But Mahomes did his dang thing too, man. So definitely want to send a big shout out to everybody for sharing and subscribing, for everybody who's been tuning in and sharing with their family, friends, and loved ones. Definitely appreciate all the love and support. So today we have a special guest today from Toledo, Ohio. This is a good brother, man. Big shout out to Mars Jupiter out there in Toledo for looking out and hooking us up. You know what I'm saying? Free the Silver Brothers. And this homie man, he's a good brother, very talented, and we're definitely happy to have him here at Lit Music Entertainment Studios and right here on the El Nino podcast. So this is my man Javier Jimenez. What's up, boy?
What's up, brother?
Yeah, yeah. So tell the people a little bit about where you from, man.
Well, I'm from Toledo, Ohio. Born and raised. Grew up on the north side of Toledo. I got 5 kids. Got a big family.
Mm-hmm.
Family person. I've been playing music since I was like 5 years old.
Oh yeah, 5 years old.
Hell yeah.
You like Selena the Dinos, the little Dinos, you know?
Yeah. I've been playing with various bands from like Ohio, Michigan. I played with a couple bands from Texas. Just sitting in. Here and there. Nothing too big.
What's your favorite kind of music to play?
Man, I love all kinds of music. I love Latin music. I love rock, jazz, R&B, hip hop, everything.
Yeah, that's sweet, man. That's
musician. If you're a musician, you love music. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Tell us a little bit about the north side of Toledo, man. I've only been there one time in my life, and my homegirl Natalie Garza, she took me out there, and it was cool. It was almost just like being in Southwest, you know what I'm saying? But it was like in a whole nother state.
Oh, that's the South Side.
And she had took us over there to a part of her families and stuff, and I met some guy named Santos.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah, that was a cousin, man. And I remember I met him one time going out there and stuff, man.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah, and then my boy Flaco too, huh?
Yeah, I know Flaco. I was locked up with him.
Big shout out to my dog Flaco, man, and the Rosas family. Yeah.
Adrian, Michigan.
Yeah, from Adrian. Yep.
Yeah, I play a lot of music with a lot of people from Adrian.
Adrian and Toledo are like right there. Like
there's a band called Los Hermanos Villegas. They pound real good, man.
Oh yeah.
A lot of conjunto. They play a lot of venues and different places, and I help them out.
Yeah, I know they got a lot of events down there because even when I was younger, like I remember, like a lot of people used to be going down to like Luna Pier. They used to be talking about going to Toledo because they used to have good, good concerts. Like one of the last concerts I had went to was at Club International. I seen Ramon Ayala before I went to prison, man.
Yeah, I actually opened up for him there.
Did you?
Yeah.
Damn, at Club International?
Yeah,
Damn, that's cool.
With a band from Toledo called Los Temibles. It's my boy Marcos and him and his dad, they got that band. And that was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Yeah,
I remember.
Sure.
Yeah.
Damn, we was there, knew each other, didn't even know each other. You hear me? That's dope. Yeah. So, what about your parents? Where are your parents from?
My mother's from San Antonio, Texas.
Okay.
My dad's from Juarez, Mexico, Chihuahua, Juarez.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
He's been here for, man, he came over here when he was like 18, 19.
Mm-hmm.
He met my mom, and my grandma was like the head Doña Dora, they call her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So she was like the head of the migrant workers, and my dad was the best worker she had.
So she was the female Cesar Chavez there, huh?
Right.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's always necessary to have some type of leadership, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And somebody who's the voice for the people, man.
For sure.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So, what was it like growing up with your parents?
So we went to church a lot when I was younger. That's where I started playing music, is in church.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I started at a young age, and there's a lot of stories that I have. There are a lot of memories of growing up.
Mm-hmm. You said you got a big family, so I'm assuming you got a bunch of siblings and stuff.
Yeah, there's 8 of us.
Dang, okay, that's a posse right there, boy. Yeah. But so you said you started playing instruments through church and stuff, and did your siblings play as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
My sister played drums. My brother played piano. My other brother played drums, and my dad played guitar, and he taught me how to play guitar when I was real young. So
So that was the first instrument you learned how to play?
yeah, guitar, yeah.
Okay, that's cool. And so did it come natural for you, or did it take work? Were you always interested, or?
Everybody was outside playing. I was inside the house practicing.
Oh yeah, okay. So you really was like Celino y los Dinos, you hear me? Yeah, he had you guys up in there. Who was the singer? Who was singing?
My brother, my mom, my dad, my sister.
Okay.
Everybody, sang a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
Everybody
We all think we could sing, you know what I'm saying? Especially we in the shower or you
Right.
hear that un rinconcito en el cielo. I think I can hit some shit for real. Especially I listen to some Vicente, I get to doing gritos like crazy.
Yeah.
So they can hear me all the San Luis Potosí, Mexico.
For sure.
So you were going to church, you're playing in the band. Like how did that impact your life? Like what kind of church did you go to?
I was Pentecostal.
The Pentecostal? Okay.
Serious.
Yeah. Yeah. And your whole family, they were raised with this.
Yeah.
Okay. So how was your household ran? Like,
oh man, my dad worked his ass off.
yeah. Okay.
He worked 2-3 jobs to support us, and he's always been there for me. And he bought me this guitar actually.
Oh yeah, that's a nice guitar too.
That's a Gabinelli Bajo Sexto, so it's pretty nice. I love it, and that's sentimental to me because, I'll never get rid of it. I'll probably,
And those are the best, the best things to have
yeah.
are the things with sentimental value because
Right.
they just you're keeping a piece of your journey of people, your life, something that contributes to your growth. This is something that that is part of your legacy.
Right.
So you got all these siblings. Like, how did you guys all get along, man? You guys all lived under one roof. Like, that's a lot of people, man. Mexicans, we known for having 37 people living in an apartment, but we get through it, baby. They stack that bread.
Yeah.
So what was it like, having all the siblings? Like, did you guys all get along? Were you guys bumping heads?
Yeah, we bump heads here and there. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. You know what I mean? With the brothers, brothers and growing up, and let me borrow your shoes, and man, why you got my pants on for? You know what I mean?
Where were you at in the line?
I'm number 5.
You number 5? Okay. So you had a little bit of responsibility too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. So what's your relationship like with your family now?
Yeah. I recently just got home from prison, and since I've been back, been working hard and trying to get back into this music and trying not to waste this talent I got. That God blessed me with. You know what I mean? So it's not too much pressure. You know what I mean? Because I know what I want to do now. You know what I mean? I was messing up a lot in my life, and so now I changed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? God helped me.
So I definitely want to hear about that journey because from somebody who was raised in a religious household, you know what I'm saying, and raised with religious values, and then you end up in prison, So we want to hear about that journey. Like, how did you make that transition? Like, how did it get? And before we do that, let's focus on my man's jacket that he got on, his vest. That boy cold, Yeah, you came here put together, my dog. You like a one-man band, baby. Yeah. So so tell us a little bit, you know what I'm saying, about how you ended up making that transition, bro.
I started hanging around the wrong crowd, or started hanging around, people sold drugs, and that lifestyle was attractive to me when I was a youngster, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Going to church all that time and not being around, a lot of people that, didn't go to church and didn't get raised right and stuff, you know what I mean? And then I start seeing that money, you know what I mean? The drug money, and it was attractive, you know what I mean? And I decided to go down that road, and it's something I regret, to the day I die, you know what I mean? But, it's like they say, your past is you. You can't change nothing.
Yeah. What's the saying say? Every sinner has a future and every saint has a past.
Right. Nah,
I like that saying, you know,
Yeah.
because it's a process, man. Maturity, you know what I'm saying? It comes with growth, man. It's a lot that you need to learn in life, and sometimes we're in situations and we don't really comprehend why we're going through it, and sometimes we even doubt ourselves to the point where we don't even know if we have what it takes to even get through it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, when you pray to a higher power, man, and you find that source of energy, bro, like you get everything that you need to be able to keep moving forward in your life, man.
Yeah.
So like did you have cousins or anything like that got you to the streets, or you were just like at that point in your life, this is what I want. I want some bread, I want some shoes, I want some clothes, you know what I mean? And you just dove into the streets like
it was mainly you know, negative friends, you know, wanting to be a part of the crowd, you know. So,
yeah, no doubt about it. Okay, so how did your relationship with your parents?
I disappointed them big time, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I bet.
Yeah.
But I bet you they still supported you too though, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. That's good. So when you went to prison, how long did you go to prison for?
My first time was 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah.
And that was in Ohio?
Yeah, I was state prison. Yeah.
What'd you do to get there?
Committed a robbery.
Oh yeah? Okay. And so they gave you 5 years, and you had how many kids did you have prior to that?
2.
2 kids?
Yeah.
So, I know the feeling. You know, I had 3 kids when I went to prison. They were 1, 3, and 5, and being separated from everything you love, man, is like one of the worst feelings in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And especially when you know that you're the cause of it.
Right.
You know, so like, what was that experience for you to have to leave your kids, leave your family, leave the life that you thought you were building? Like, I'm assuming you were aware of the possibilities, living that lifestyle. It's kill or be killed, or you go to prison, just like they always told us growing up. You're either gonna go to prison or you're gonna get killed.
Right. For me, it was like once I actually did get caught, because I went through a lot and I did a lot and I didn't get caught. And then when I did get caught, I just charged it to the game and said it was part of the game. You know what I mean? If you commit crimes, you're gonna get locked up. You know what I mean? And I was so young and stupid that I didn't care. So. You know.
So what was it like going to prison for you?
It was an experience. You know what I mean? Like I learned a lot, man. To keep to myself. Not break my word. If I tell somebody I'm gonna do something, do it. You know what I mean? Like, if I owe somebody, pay them. And separate myself from bullshit. There was people in there that were knuckleheads. You know what I mean? So I got a couple fights here and there. You know what I mean? And it was it's just an experience. You know what I mean? It's so.
So out of all that, like what was like one of the top values that you learned from the experience itself?
Throughout the whole thing, I think learning to be, have integrity. You know what I mean? To be a good person. Not to be a piece of crap. And because you see that all day, and I didn't want nobody to look at me like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
So.
Because when I was younger, I used to do
word,
stupid shit, breaking into houses and just stealing and
yeah.
doing little petty shit. You know what I'm saying? And then like my mom sat me down, was like, "Mijo, you like that's the last thing you want to be in life is a thief, man. Nobody's gonna like you. Nobody's gonna trust you. Nobody's gonna want you around."
Yeah,
and I said, "Man, that has to feel terrible." You know what I mean?
Yeah, that trust is it's hard to gain back. It really is. You know what I mean? Because once you do something to somebody and you break that trust, it's really hard to gain that trust back. And the only thing you can do is show action, and that's what I'm doing now.
Hey, actions speak louder than words,
yes,
man, for sure.
Yeah.
So how were you able to apply your skills in prison? Like, did you sharpen them? Were you able to teach, learn?
Well, I gave guitar lessons, and I was a barber. I cut all the homies' hairs. And
okay, how much was you charging?
Shit, $3.
$3? Boy, y'all killing them in Ohio. Boy, we give you 2 noodles and a soup over here in Michigan. Get me together. I swear, I came home. I had to pay $30 for a haircut. I said, Lord.
I learned how to cut my own shit.
Oh shit, yeah, you was all the way good then. You had the little mirror in the back. You was getting yourself together.
You're right.
That's cool, man. And shit, hey, a barber, that's a skilled trade. It's a hustle in there.
Oh,
Shit,
man.
even out here, everybody I know that cut hair, they consistent.
It's just
You
like
know, if
electricity.
they're good.
This is like electricity. Everybody needs a haircut. Everybody needs electricity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. So, after the 5 years, you come home. What you into? What path you on? Where you at mentally?
Right back. I went right back.
What?
hang
You came
around.
right back, huh?
Came right back to the streets. Thought I could do something else, sell drugs.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't work out. Went right back.
Okay. Damn. That had to hurt, man, because you know, when I was inside, bro, I knew a lot of brothers they had went home and then came back and they were like, man, that was just the worst. You know what I'm saying? Like to have to look at yourself and be like, damn, how'd I do this to myself again? You know?
Yeah, especially being in, like I was getting in trouble, going to the hole and you know, using drugs in there and catching dirty urines and getting locked up for months and months and months, and you sit in that cell, you know what I mean? And then I got all this music going through my head, and that's what got me through most of my time is music going through my head. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, a lot of people would be like, "Damn, you remember that song?" And be like, "Yeah."
Mm-hmm.
Like, you ain't played that song in 20 years, bro. You still remember it?
I'm telling you, memories really get you through your time. Like one of my most precious things was my photo albums. Because anytime I wanted to escape my environment, I could go straight to the pictures and be right back home. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. But listen, we're going to go to an intermission. We got a treat for you guys. And thank you for staying tuned. And we will be right back.
Ahora quiere volver.
This is real everyday people. We are holding it down.
Ya no
Live.
te presto
From
atención.
Music Entertainment Studios.
Desde hace tiempo le puse punto final.
¿Qué?
¿Qué pretendes tú llamándome hasta ahora? Esa actitud la conozco ya. Sabes qué hacer muy bien para envolverme, pero esta vez es muy tarde ya.
Esto no son horas de llamar, al menos que me lo quieras mamar, que quieras prender, que quieras quemar. Hablando claro, ya tú me callaste mal. Por ti me metí pa' ti y me fui de ver flow la mal. Pero tú no eres una Kardashian, contigo no me tiro, porque si no las retro se me embachan. De noche te borré, de Facebook te borré, de Instagram te borré, de mi vida te borré. Y ahora quieres volver, nada con lo que quieres joder. Pero no se va a poder, me vas a ver con otra y te vas a morder. Y ahora quieres volver, nada con lo que quieres joder. Pero no se va a poder, me vas a ver con otra y te vas a morder. ¿Qué pretendes tú llamándome a esta hora? Esa actitud, yeah, la conozco ya. Sabes qué hacer muy bien para envolverme, pero esta vez es muy tarde ya. Yeah.
Intentas hacerlo todo para que yo vuelva. Las cosas no son iguales, ¿para qué insistir? Evita molestas y tu tiempo no pierdas. Conmigo no encuentro nada. A escondidas vives chequeando las fotos, investigando mi perfil. No lo niegues, bien te conozco. Todo lo que tú hiciste conmigo, quieres repetirlo. Andas buscando más y a mí eso me da igual. Todo lo que tú hiciste conmigo, quieres repetirlo. Andas buscando más y a mí eso me da igual.
Hoy cobré y hoy mismo lo voy a explotar. Ey, el precio ni voy a preguntar. Ey, fumando en la Gucci nadie lo va a notar. Ey, estoy burlado, me tienen que soportar. Ey, porque hoy cobré y hoy mismo lo voy a explotar. El precio ni voy a preguntar. Ey, fumando en la Gucci nadie lo va a notar. Ey, estoy burlado, me tienen que soportar. Sigan metiendo pila que se les va a agotar. Sigo en el saque, yo no pienso rotar. Los reales con una mano los puedo contar. Tengo a los falsos en la mira, es cuestión de apretar. Y le dimos a currir a Clay. Soy cayeron con el stay, hustling everyday. Y mírame cabrón, ahora soy rey.
Everyday people.
Con el 6, Casiano en
We got
PR
something
96.
special for you.
Lo que tú dices, what do you say? Ay, ay, ya entendí. Me está fronteando con una baby que ya yo le di. Fui pa' los Billboard, pa' los Grammy y yo no te vi. Nah. Soy leyenda.
He's got a song he's got to put in. Okay, so definitely we're gonna give you guys a treat right now. You know, we're gonna let this brother, utilize this platform to be able to show his skills. You know, so it's a treat for those who are familiar with the Mexican culture and Mexican music. So big shout out to my brother at LA Landscaping LLC.
Pensé que era indestructible, que tenía pecho de acero y que nadie lo iba a penetrar. Que en cosas el amor no iba a llorar. Pero llegaste tú, y te di todo el amor que yo tenía guardado muy dentro de mí. Nunca me había enamorado como ahora estoy de ti. Y ahora que no estás, no sé qué voy a hacer sin ti. Y te di hasta el último suspiro cuando me entregué a ti. Hasta que quedé vacío, toditito te lo di. Y ahora con tu adiós es cuando descubrí que no soy tan fuerte como yo pensaba. Que siendo invencible lloré cuando te perdí, te perdí. Tenía pecho de acero y que nadie lo iba a penetrar. Que en cosas del amor no iba a llorar. Pero llegaste tú, y te di todo el amor que yo tenía guardado muy dentro de mí. Nunca me había enamorado como ahora estoy de ti. Y ahora que no estás, no sé qué voy a hacer sin ti. Y te di hasta el último suspiro cuando me entregué a ti. Hasta que quedé vacío, toditito te lo di. Y ahora con tu adiós es cuando descubrí que no soy tan fuerte como yo pensaba. Que siendo invencible lloré cuando te perdí, te perdí. Te perdí. Te perdí. Te perdí.
Eric. Yeah, I had me doing the air accordion over here.
Yeah.
So we doing one more?
Oh,
Or was that it?
sure. This is the sentimental thing I brought. Can I mention that? Or do we
Yeah, hey, listen, real everyday people,
Yeah,
baby. We do it how we want it.
This bottle, my dad, this bottle right here, my dad, he bought it for me. You know what I mean? And I love my dad, and
We always do a show and tell piece, and I always ask my guests to bring something of sentimental value. So this was the item.
I think we need to turn the bottle.
You ready?
Turn the bottle up.
You want to turn it up?
Sí, all right. Una vez más, un fuerte aplauso para los D-Boys, los de la Rosa Boys. Gracias por estar aquí.
Is the bottle gonna come?
that? That's considered what? Tejano music, right?
That's conjunto.
Conjunto?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm trying to learn the difference between like conjunto, grupo, banda, you know what I'm saying? Ranchera, you know, you got cumbias, you got so many different kinds.
It's just like I said, if you love music, you love it all. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Learn it all, try to master it all. There's never a master in nothing.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I know, I can learn more. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I can teach, somebody, what I've gotten taught. You know what I mean? But you gotta want it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta want it.
Like today, like who influences you with your instruments? Like, are you currently in a group or in a band or anything like that? Like how do you groom and cultivate your skills?
I'm kind of not in a band right now, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to put some music together that I feel that is a mix of everything I've learned growing up. You know what I mean? That's
So you want to be a trendsetter then? You want to come up with your own sound?
you got that right.
My man, I love that. Culture creators, baby.
Yeah.
I love it. That's dope, man. So, growing up, like, who did you look up to, like, music-wise, like, for the accordion? And then, for the guitars, like, who were the people you, like, looked up to?
Ayala, Albert Zamora. Man, there's so many accordion players.
Eliseo Robles, he was one of my favorites.
Yeah. Ramon Ayala's like one of the first ones that.
What about Michael Salgado? Did he play the accordion too?
Yeah, he plays accordion.
Okay.
He plays the piano accordion.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a little different from this one. This is like a keyboard. But man, that guy. I actually played with him in Toledo.
Did you?
At Eastside Cantina.
Oh yeah.
They
then.
It was for my birthday. They let me play like 5-6 songs.
Oh, that's.
I had the video on my phone.
For real?
Yeah.
Man, that's sweet, man.
I'll let you check it out.
Yeah, everybody don't get that experience.
Nah.
That's dope.
Yeah, my girlfriend at the time, she was like, "Yeah, Dad,
At the
you lucky,
time, huh?
you lucky son of a bitch."
She knew all them girls was looking at you like, what? So what about with the guitar? Like who did you look up to guitar wise? Like who did you compare yourself to?
I didn't compare myself to nobody. I loved, Carlos Santana, Eric Clapton, Jimi Hendrix, all of them just influenced the crap out of me.
Man, Carlos Santana, I went to a concert of his, bro, and he's just, man, him and that guitar was like they were just born together.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's so sweet, man. I love it. I wish I could play instruments. When I was in the joint, I was trying to learn how to play the guitar, but my fingers ain't built for that. You hear me? You got to have some 4 tough fingers for them damn guitars. Which one is easier for you? Is the accordion or the guitars?
See, the accordion I've only been playing actually, about 10, 11 years, really.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's a long time to me.
And then the guitar, I've been playing that like 30-something years, you know what I mean? So it's a big difference.
What about drums? You know how to play the drums?
I can play the shit out of some.
See, I was in like two or three different bands. I was at Newberry, I was at Macomb, and there was another joint. I was in 3 different bands, and I played the drums for them. So I learned how to play like corridos and all that good stuff.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It was dope, man. Cumbias, So let's talk a little bit about. So you said after you went to prison for the second time, how long did you go that time?
4 years.
For 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was different about doing these 4 years than the first 5 that you did initially?
I had the super optimistic thinking that I could get away with selling drugs, and what happened was I got set up. And when I got set up, it was spur of the moment thing. Gone.
I mean, hey, that's what comes with the territory.
It comes with the territory, but
for sure. Not to say that it's right, but that's that lifestyle.
Yeah, I thought I could do something different and be slick. You know what I mean? But I ended up paying again.
So like we were talking about how you go to prison and you become a better criminal. You become smarter. You start to exchange ideas. Because that's where
you're right.
You got some clever guys in there. You know what I'm saying? And then they share their skills with you, and then you come home thinking, you know what? I'm gonna try it this way or that way. I'm gonna do it this time. But you know, in the end, it's always the same results, man.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So, what is it that you got out of them 4 years that you were able to bring home and apply to your life after that? And did you do that time in Toledo as well?
I did in Ohio, yeah.
Okay, all right.
So it's hard to say, man, because it's like, you know, when you get set up and it's, you know, you blame other people. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? So in that part of my life, I was blaming others. I wasn't taking responsibility for what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it was that guy's fault. You know, that why I'm in the joint. You know what I mean?
Yup.
You know, so
I know the feeling, bro, because when I had first went to joint, I was like, man, they racist as hell. The prosecutors, the attorneys, the snitch, the guy told on everybody, and I was just like, you know, I just felt like it was me against the world at that point.
right.
You know, until I learned how to hold myself accountable. You know what I'm saying, for my own actions.
It's real hard to hold yourself accountable when you got stinking thinking. You know what I mean?
Yes,
You got that that clouded mentality that it's somebody else's fault, not your own. And that's where I was at that point. You know what I mean?
But see, I tell people, I say you do a disservice to yourself by not owning up to your decisions. See, I don't use the term mistakes for myself.
Poor choices.
Because I knew what I was doing when I did it. I was living that life. You know what I'm saying? Mistakes are for people who are ignorant to the facts. You know what I'm saying? So I figure if I change the terminology and hold myself accountable, I get the power back. See, if I blame people, that means I'm relinquishing my power. You know what I'm saying? That means that people got control over my life. People can say what they want, dictate my actions. People can do what they want to me and dictate my actions. I say, bro, I'm nobody's puppet. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be a puppet to the world. Anybody could say and do anything to trigger me. You know what I'm saying? So I took my power back. And it all came with holding myself responsible for my life and the decisions that I make in my life and the people that I let in my life. You know?
Yeah,
so you come home after doing the 4 years. Where you at now with it? Where you at in your life? What kind of relationships did you build with your kids? You know what I'm saying? Were you able to?
Yeah, like I said, trust is real hard to gain back. You know what I mean? And then at that point, I wasn't ready to change. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I was telling everybody I was ready to change, but my actions spoke differently. You know what I mean? So
yeah, because our families think that you learn all your lessons the first time.
yeah,
You know?
that'd be amazing if it was true.
Yeah. And then you do them 5 years, now you come do these 4 years, and it's like you want better but don't know where to start. You know what I'm saying? Or
People are disappointed in me. They're telling me, man, you're messing up. You know, could be something, wasting all your talent. And, you know, I mean, I've heard, I heard it.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of people.
and I'm sure you could hear the echo of your own thoughts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you know, at the end of the day, man, we don't need anybody else's validation, you know, to who we are, because I tell people all the time, can't nobody tell your story better than you, man. It's your life, it's your story.
For real though.
You know? So, after you got out, how long did you last?
Only 2 years.
2 years. Okay. And then you said you ended up going to the federal joint,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
What got you to the federal joint?
Well, like I said, I wasn't ready, and I decided to call a gentleman
Mm-hmm.
that had a cell phone in prison, that he was making moves on the street, and I had owed some money, so I decided to clean that money up by selling and hooking somebody else up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And that's, I don't want to say I never touched the drug or I never sold the drug, or because I really didn't. But when you use a communication device and you get wiretapped, that's the same thing. You have the intent. You made the overt act to commit a felony over the phone.
Yeah.
And that's what I went to federal prison for. I actually didn't touch any drugs.
So you called a brother that was in prison, had a cell phone in there,
Yeah.
because them boys get them phones now.
Yeah, they get them in.
And you and somehow they got a hold of the phone, indicted him off the phone, and indicted you because your number was on the phone.
No, they got us talking. They got me talking to him. You know,
And that's it. Just talking to him.
Just talking.
And you got indicted. How much time they give you?
65 months.
Them feds are not playing no games. You hear me? I don't want to find out. You hear me? I'm gonna take it from you and everybody else I know.
Yeah.
So what was it like going from like a state prison to now a federal prison?
It was a lot different. It was a lot different.
Did you travel? I heard in the feds they move state to state. Were you
Yeah,
able
I
to
went
stay
to-
close to home,
I
or
went
did you?
to Atlanta, went to Kentucky,
Okay.
went to Oklahoma, Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
So driving, flying on the first time I ever flew was on a federal plane.
Damn, for real?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's the only plane I've ever been on. Was a
Happy
federal.
birthday.
Fucking Con Air and shit. Man,
So
you gonna have
You-
enough time for another song?
are we gonna have enough time for another song, or are we running out of time, or what? Huh?
Oh, it's not about 3-4 minutes.
About 3. We can fit you in, man.
Yeah.
It's real everyday people, baby. We do what we want to do. You hear me?
Yeah.
That's the best thing about ownership. You can do what you want to do. Right. What was I gonna say? I was gonna ask you that. Okay, so how long ago was it that you finished up your time in the Feds?
In August.
In August.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And you've been sticking to the script, right? And just taking care of your business.
Yeah, I've been working, taking care of my kids. Just bought a car. About to buy a house.
Man, congratulations, boy.
You know
That's
what I mean?
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to hear, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm coming.
Against all odds, baby. You
Against
know what
all
I'm saying? You
odds,
come
man.
up from the dirt, baby, from the mud. So what you gonna do, man? We gonna go to another intermission, or we just gonna ride with it? You ready?
Let's see.
Does he gotta play some music for you, or you just gonna give it
Yeah,
to
you
us?
got. You have to watch the volume on this because it's like this thing's loud. The Daddy Yankee and Mark Anthony one.
Antes de que digas nada, ya tus ojos me confirman todo. Es verdad lo que me dicen y para negarlo ya es muy tarde. Me cuidaba de personas como tú, pero al final ni modo. Soy humano y tengo mucho más defecto de lo que tú sabes. De mí te
Man, that was live, boy. Toledo, Ohio, stand up. Your man over here representing for you, boy. That's dope, bro. So is it different from playing an electric to an acoustic?
Oh man, this thing you'll never stop learning. None of it you'll never stop learning. But that thing is a whole nother ball game.
So does your father still play instruments?
Oh yeah.
Does he?
Yeah,
Wow.
He practices every day.
How come you guys don't put your own band or group together?
That'll come later.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
I'm trying to get in the studio. Either that's like when Mars sent me the invite.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how she sent me the invite. I never met her before. I never talked to her before.
Mm-hmm.
She just threw the invite, and then I seen it was like entertainment, and talking to people. So I was like, I just put it out there, like anybody got any music they want to do, and if they need some guitar players or accordion players but I play bass, drums too, so
Dang.
So basement ain't big enough.
Yeah, we're all I'm always promoting, for people to bring their talent. I don't care if you blow the flute, I don't care if you juggle or if you flip. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, let's put it, right here on the floor. Let's move forward. You never know what can happen. Who can see this? Who can hear this? And I feel like it's our responsibility, man, to be able to create unity with each other, man. And I'm glad that Mars was able to reach out to you and put us together, man, because, this is the first time I've had somebody play live like that.
Really?
And, yeah, I've had a lot of performers, you know what I'm saying? But for somebody to come, because this is a skill trade right
I'm going
here.
to hook you up with a bunch of people.
Yeah, hook it up, man. We're
From this
down,
area.
man. Yeah,
they're trying to get themselves up there too. You know what I mean? They use Facebook and
hey, let's get there together, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been at this for a couple of months. I came,
wow.
to the idea with DJ Dan and Jose Del Valle, and man, we made it happen, and it brought you to the set, bro, and I'm really grateful for it. And I'm hoping to be able to reach more lives, touch more lives with your stories, because we've all got a journey, man. We've all been through something, some better, than others. But, to see the end results, though, of your success, being able to utilize your skills, your talent, your intelligence, even though you've been in and out the prison system, my man, that shit's over with, bro. That shit is over with, for sure, man. And, I'm happy because, you got to believe it yourself, bro. You know what I mean? And then everything else, will come together, man. So where we're at right now in the show is, we're gonna let you sign, the Wall of Fame, bro. You know what I mean? And put your name up there, and you could be part, of Lit Music Entertainment Studios. You're always forever gonna be a part, of the El Nino podcast. And whenever you want to come back, if you got friends, you want to refer anybody, even if you're out of state. Reach out, get with us. We would love to have you. Represent for yourself, represent for your city, represent for your state. So let's go over here and get your name on this wall, brother. Oh, man, look at that. Boy, he got a cold vest. Show him the back of it. Okay, then. What? This is how we do it at the El Nino podcast. I appreciate everybody that's sharing, subscribing, watching us, supporting us. Those who are far, those who are here. If you're interested in being on the show, you want to share your story, you want to share your skills, your talent, your intelligence, whatever you want to be, reach out to us, man. We definitely here for you. We're here to support you, and we're here to put you on this wall of fame. There it is, baby. That's Lit Music Entertainment, El Nino Podcast. I'm Eladio Nino. I appreciate all the love and support. We'll see you guys next one.